these are the decisions that I remember: the execution of Yuta, the execution of Yuji, and for Yaga to reveal his technique. And I'm not necessarily mad about any of these calls. Like, they were doing what they thought were best.
Yaga, they just wanted to do that because they wanted, to be able to create mindless soldiers, essentially.
I don't think they called for the execution of Yaga. They called for him to reveal his technique.
Or die. It was like, reveal your technique or die.
Right. But so, I believe his technique would have been a great help in the culling games.
In this, yeah. But it also could have been used negatively. So that's why I was like, and that's why he didn't reveal it to anybody else, because he knew they would use it in a negative way.
But how does he know that if we have no backstory?
We have no backstory on it, but
like, they've never done anything negative from what we've seen.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying. Like, we have no actual knowledge.
Right. Like, Yaga's like, they might do something bad with an army, and then we're like, what if they done bad before? And then Gege's like, you'll never know. We don't. Yeah. Like, but what have they done bad?
I don't think he should have to be forced to reveal his technique, though.
You should, if we're like in a crisis like this. I think you should.
Is that why they wanted him to reveal it, though? I thought it was just because they just wanted to know. And they pinned this on, because remember, they're like, we're going to make Gojo an outlaw, and since he's your student or you're connected with him, you're also a criminal, and this is our way to get you to tell us, because prior to this, we had no means of getting you to tell us how your stuff works. Now we can say, you're a criminal, so tell us how this works or we're going to kill you.
I'm sure they always wanted to know.
That's what I'm saying. They always wanted to know, but now they have a reason.
I think it was just that Gojo was in the way before.
Gojo was going to protect him no matter what.
It's the same thing with all the other characters that they want to get rid of. Gojo was just in the way all the time.
Did they always want to get rid of Yaga? I don't think they always wanted to get rid of him.
Well, I don't think they wanted to get rid of him, but I think they wanted his technique.
Yeah.
And Gojo was just like in the way of that. So Yaga could do whatever he wants. And I mean, who's going to stop me? I have Gojo, Satoru. Like, it's the same thing with Yuji and Yuta. Like, who's gonna stop me? I mean, I have Gojo, Satoru. So I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
Okay.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying we don't have any proof that they were going to do anything evil about it. If anything, I think he's kind of selfish. Let's say we're in wartime in America. You have the cure to something or the formula to some kind of weaponry that would really help us get out of this possibly Japan or America ending crisis.
You hear how this sounds, though?
What?
Oh man, you got a nuke. We can nuke them. Give us the ingredients to the nuke. And you're like, bro, I can't give you the nuke, because if I give you the nuke, it's gonna be too bad. Like, it's gonna really get crazy.
And then you gotta make the decision. As Oppenheimer, you gotta make that decision. Do I make this nuke or do I not make this nuke?
I can't give you the nuke, man. I can't give you the nuke, because I already know what's gonna happen if I give you the nuke. It's gonna get too bad. It's gonna get too crazy. So that's why I don't think it's a good example.
But I'm saying that doesn't necessarily paint either side in a positive or negative light. Because
I think it paints the other side in a negative light, because if you feel like you need to use this weapon, and I'm telling you, the person who made it, like, this is not going to answer the questions, or is not going to do what you think it's going to do, is going to make things worse, and you're like, nah, that's not true. I'm going to kill you. It's crazy.
But we are in a crisis. And just because you think that something isn't going to help doesn't mean that it's not going to help.
I mean,
that's all I'm saying, is that you might be being selfish or you might be doing the right thing. The only way to tell is if something happens.
That's true, but it's like,
but okay, we got the nukes, and then what? We won the war, and the war was over.
We nuked them, and we won the war, but now the whole Earth is just a nuclear. Like,
we all
you get what I'm saying?
Now.
Yeah, like, not we all have nukes, but like the aftermath.
A lot of us have nukes.
Everybody has nukes, but after nuking, the Earth itself is no longer. It's like Fallout. Like, you can't live on the surface because all this nuclear radiation is everywhere, and the Earth is no longer inhabitable. Like, yeah, we won the war, but at what cost?
You're saying in like life? I'm saying like what actually happened. Like, we dropped 2 nukes, and like those places. Like, I don't know if Hiroshima or Nagasaki are inhabitable now, but like, yeah, we know how dangerous they are now, and now we're kind of like in a deadlock where a bunch of people have nukes and no one is firing at anyone because we know we'll just end the world.
Right? Yeah.
Which
and
I
that's
don't
what
really
I'm saying.
See
what would happen? With. I'm saying that's what would happen if basically Yaga's like, all right, if I teach you this, you're gonna use it, and then you're going to show somebody else how to use it, and then everybody's going to be able to use it, right? And now we're going to have a bigger issue than what we currently have. So no, I'm not showing you how to do it. And they're like, all right, well, we're going to kill you. Like, what? And I think he still showed him. Didn't he tell him? Or no?
He still told the principal, yeah. Gaku,
yeah.
The guitar guy, yeah. Gaku Kanji or something.
Because he showed up while he was dying, right? While he was bleeding out. Or he killed him.
Well, he helped kill him, yeah.
Yeah. And he trusted him with that information?
And
he trusted him with... Okay.
Yeah, he told him anyway. And then, yeah, Gaku Kanji, I think, was literally like, dude, if you were going to tell me anyway, why don't you just tell me before you were dying? You could have lived. And he's like, oh, I don't know. He said some weird shit. Who knows?